Hello my dear students, good afternoon, and today we will continue class with electronic affinity or electron gain enthalpy. What this is also called electron gain enthalpy. So this I was given already. This represent with delta H Eg electron gain enthalpy. Understood, sir? Suppose for fluorine, if you added electron, so this will be like F minus. Okay. So during the formation of F minus, that is called electron gain enthalpy, which is called minus X. Okay. Same ulta if you written F minus, from that you you removed electron and formed F plus 1 electron. Now this is delta H of ionization potential. This will be plus X. So understanding what I am saying. So what is the meaning of that? Ionization potential is a positive value and electron gain enthalpy is negative value actually. That's it. So both are X only here, see. So for F minus, if the electron gain enthalpy, so electron gain enthalpy of F minus will be ionization potential of F. Correct or not? So you removed electrons. Sorry, you added electron to F, then it became F minus. So ionization potential to form F here. Understanding? So both are X only. So ionization potential and this electron gain enthalpy both are negative actually. This is minus and this is positive value. Both are equal but with opposite sign. What I said understood here? So very clear. Electron gain enthalpy of F minus is equal to ionization potential of F. Okay? Or else reverse. Okay? If you added electron to F minus like that, both are reverse actually. So what I am trying to tell you, both are just opposite. Okay sir? So very important here, you have to understand this ionization potential and electron gain enthalpy both are just opposite. That I wanted to say. So I told you one more important thing. The first electron gain enthalpy is always a negative. Negative I told or not? Correct or not? Tell me. First electron gain enthalpy is negative and second electron gain enthalpy is positive. That also I was given. O for this gaseous state. If you added 1 electron becoming O minus, then delta H Eg1 is negative. Negative means XO. For O minus, if you added electron, that become O minus 2. So for O minus, this is a uni negative ion. For this, you are adding electron and becoming O minus 2. All are in gaseous state only. So I told you electron addition or electron removal always to neutral isolated gaseous state atom, which is very important. So O minus, you added 1 electron and becoming O minus 2, and delta H, this is Eg2. E means electron, G means gain, electron gain enthalpy 2 means second one. First electron added to neutral atom, easy one. Electron added to neutral atom, easy one. Electron added to uni negative ion means already one negative charge is there, means for a particular atom which was already added 1 electron is called uni negative ion, which is called anion. And electron addition is difficult because negative have some repulsions, and one more thing, it will be a positive second electron gain enthalpy, and which is called endo actually. But most important note I will tell you, if atom has a stable electronic configuration, then first delta H Eg1 also will be positive. See the exceptional case. Suppose example I will give you. Nitrogen, if you see 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. 2p3 means what I said, half filled electronic configuration. So nitrogen has half filled. Half filled means stable or unstable? Very much stable. So nitrogen, if you wanted to add electron to become N minus, but delta H Eg1 itself positive. Yes. For nitrogen, addition of first electron itself difficult. Second, of course, difficult. Second and third also endo. But first also endo. That is the important thing here for nitrogen. Today you will have assignment. Based on today's class also you will have questions. Remember, nitrogen has first electron gain enthalpy itself positive. Is the first or not? Yes, first is positive. Why? Because stable electronic configuration. Like that. Noble gases if you take positive. Why? Noble gases already have a stable electronic configuration. Then when electron gain enthalpy is negative, when you are adding electron to a neutral atom, at the same time atom should not be stable already. If atom is stable already, you cannot remove electron, you cannot add electron easily. It's difficult. Of course, nitrogen can take 3 electrons, but first electron addition and second electron addition and third electron addition is difficult. That's why nitrogen exists as the most inert gas, N triple bond N, N2. So N minus 3 formation is difficult actually. Very rare to exist N minus 3. Azides we call it. We will discuss in future. That's why nitrogen gas, N2 gas exists, N triple bond N. So losing electron or gaining electron is difficult for nitrogen. You remember, oxygen and nitrogen is exceptional. Nitrogen and oxygen, if you see, nitrogen has more IP. So that means removal of electron is difficult. IP is more means what is the meaning? You cannot remove electron easily. Ionization potential of nitrogen is more. Understanding? Why? P3 configuration, 2p3. Oxygen 2p4. So at the same time, removal of electron is difficult. At the same time, addition of electron also difficult, because that is having half-filled configuration, which is stable we consider. Even for noble gases, you cannot add electron. For those atoms also, these ionization potentials are very high. At the same time, this electron gain enthalpies are positive. Positive means don't think very high amount of energy, oh my god, like that. More means meaning, positive means meaning you cannot add electron, energy required to add electron. Negative means meaning, okay, electron addition is easy because taking electron and donating some energy, releasing some energy. That process is easy or not? Yes. Okay. So these are very, very important. So if atom has stable electronic configuration, you cannot add electron easily. So this is the most important thing here. So some exceptional cases in ionization potential, as I said, here also I will tell you those exceptional cases. Understanding everyone? See, for ionization potential I told you like this, beryllium has more than boron. Told or not? And nitrogen has more IP than oxygen. And if you see magnesium and aluminum, magnesium has more. Like that I told or not? So these are exceptional cases. Non-exceptional cases remaining. These are exceptional. Why beryllium has more? Stable, completely filled configuration. Magnesium, completely filled. Told no this second period beryllium and nitrogen oxygen. And sulfur, not sulfur, phosphorus and sulfur. And phosphorus and sulfur. Phosphorus has more IP. Actually, IP should what happen? Increase. But these are the exceptional cases actually. Do you remember all this? Same time, here also we have some exceptional cases. Got it what I was saying? So now we have to discuss about variation of electronic affinity. Electronic affinity or electron gain enthalpy units also same stuff, that is kilojoules, kilocalories, like that only. Okay. So here variation of electronic affinity. So to add electron amount of energy must release. So when energy release more, then we will say electronic affinity is more. Understanding? X atom, that electronic affinity value that was given like electronic affinity or delta H Eg is minus 421 kilojoules, and Y atom delta H Eg means electron gain enthalpy minus 320 kilojoules. Who is more electronic affinity atom? Electronic affinity atom. More electronic affinity atom among them is X. Why? Don't don't apply maths here. So here more minus 420 is smaller value, minus 320 is big value, no sir. Don't say like that. Some Z is there. It's delta H electron gain enthalpy is plus 421. So plus 420 is bigger value, no sir. So Z has more electronic affinity, no sir. No. Here amount of energy required, meaning positive means what is the meaning? Amount of energy required to add electron. But here added electron and this much of energy released. That means what happened here? What happened? Some amount of energy released more. Here 320 kilojoules heat released. Here 421 kilojoules heat released. Means when the amount of heat released more, here removed, when electron removed, here more energy released. So X is more electronic affinity atom. So what you have to consider, atom should have a small size, but atom should have optimum size to add electron easily. So what are the favorable conditions? Electronic affinity can be more if atom has optimum size. What size? Optimum size. Optimum size means not very less, not very high. That's the meaning. Understanding? So electronic affinity can be more if atom has optimum size, not very small, not very big. So what happens if atom is very small? If atom is very small, electron's position is very close, so that addition of extra electron is difficult. In a small house, already 4 members are there. You wanted to enter in that. There are some repulsions. We are not stable here. We don't have a place. Don't come, they will say. And even very big atom, 4 members are there. But electron addition is difficult because between them only they don't have any attractions. They don't have any relation. So addition of another person is difficult. So very small size is difficult. Very large size is difficult to add electron. So to add electron, what required? Optimum size is required. The most important thing here. Understood, sir? So electronic affinity can be more if atom has optimum size. Means not very small, not very big. Okay? And electronic affinity is directly proportional to penetration power. Yes, penetration means attraction towards nucleus. So if outer electron is ready to attract towards electron, means take easy. Correct or not? See, somebody is giving sweet. I have more attraction to that sweet, towards that sweet, means I will take it fast. I am not interested means I will refuse that. Getting? So what I am saying, penetration power if more, then electronic affinity is more. The second point. Electronic affinity is inversely proportional to screening. Screening effect is more than inner electrons are pushing the outer electrons. So outer electrons are going away from nucleus. So screening effect is more, then electronic affinity is less. And last and final, fourth point, I told you already, if atom has a stable electronic configuration, then if atom has stable electronic configuration, then electronic affinity is less. What type of stable electronic configurations I was given already? So you know all those things. So, sir, you kept heading variation of electronic affinity and you are saying all these things. Yes. To understand how the electronic affinity changes from left to right or top to bottom, we must know all these things. How electronic affinity influence when atom having a particular very small size or very large size. Penetration power is more, electronic affinity is more. When penetration power is more, I told you, if the outer electron is S, penetration is more. Okay, P, D and F. Okay, electronic affinity is inversely proportional to screening. If atom has stable electronic configuration, then electronic affinity is very less. Now tell me, atom should have optimum size. Now what will happen from left to right in period? So electronic affinity in period. Electronic affinity in period. So from left to right, atomic size, period means left to right only na? In period, left to right, atomic radius what happened? Decrease. So electronic affinity decrease. So as I said, electronic affinity increases, but nitrogen is exceptional there. So carbon and nitrogen and oxygen, if you see, this electronic affinity increase than carbon, nitrogen must have more electronic affinity. But if you see the configuration 1s2 and 2s2 2p2 and 1s2 and 2s2 1s2 2s2 2p2 and oxygen 1s2 2s2 2p4, actually electronic affinity must increase. We only said left to right atomic radius decreases, so electronic affinity must increase. Oh my god, sorry. Electronic affinity must increase. Sorry. So but here nitrogen has a smaller electronic affinity. As I said, I'm writing mistakes, na? Sorry. 2p3. So nitrogen has a smaller electronic affinity because of this stable electronic configuration, and moreover that electron gain enthalpy is positive for nitrogen, and nitrogen has less than carbon than oxygen. Actually this is happened. Why like this happened? Because that carbon don't have a stable electronic configuration. Than carbon, even nitrogen is small, it cannot take electron easily because of stable electronic configuration. These kind of exceptional things we have. So electronic gain enthalpy, first actually if you see, they must be negative, but nitrogen has positive. For this, the first electron gain enthalpies are negative itself because they don't have any stable electronic configuration. But second electron gain enthalpy of either carbon or oxygen or even nitrogen, they will be positive for nitrogen or carbon, oxygen and all. Got it, sir? So here what I said, in period left to right atomic radius decreases, so electronic affinity increases. But nitrogen is exceptional there, but remaining all periods almost same, there is no big difference. Again the same thing happened in case of phosphorus like that. So here carbon below you have silicon, phosphorus and sulfur. Same story. Again phosphorus has less than silicon, then sulfur like this. So same thing happens in next period. I have no need to repeat. Okay, this is about periods. Now electronic affinity in groups. Electronic affinity in group. In group what happened? Top to bottom, atomic radius in groups. Atomic radius increases. So electronic affinity or electron gain enthalpy decreases. But the most important thing is always the second period important. This point is very important. Listen carefully. Second period elements have less electronic affinity than third period. Than what's the third period elements? How you can say it? I'll explain here. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. Like this, electronic affinity must decrease, right? But here, as I said, very small size is difficult, very large size is difficult. Understanding? Optimum size is required to add electron. That's why actually you must decrease, but chlorine has more electronic affinity than fluorine, and then bromine, then iodine. What sir, you are confusing sir, like that you are thinking? No. So actually decreases, but here chlorine has most electronic affinity. So who is the most electronic affinity atom? Is chlorine. Sir, size increase, so electronic affinity decrease. That is correct only, no sir. But what happened, unfortunately, fluorine size is small, but very small. That is the main problem. So electron repulsion takes place. That's why fluorine has a smaller electronic affinity value than chlorine. Understand? So very important. So actually chlorine, when you added electron, it becomes Cl minus, and delta H Eg, it is minus 420 something. I'm giving normal values. And for fluorine, if you add an electron, it will be F minus, and delta H Eg1 is negative only, but minus 380 something, 381 something kilojoules. That means who have more electron gain enthalpy means chlorine. Minus 420 means more amount of energy released. That is the meaning. Simply I am giving these values. I am not saying these are correct, but exactly these are not correct. But chlorine has more electron gain enthalpy means more amount of energy release. Minus 420 big, minus 381 big, don't ask me. It's not mathematical value. Negative indicates amount of energy release. So here more amount of energy released, 420 kilojoules heat release, here 380 only release, means when electron added to chlorine, more amount of energy release. So the most electronic affinity atom is chlorine. So actually decrease electronic affinity, but chlorine has more. Same oxygen, sulfur and selenium and tellurium like this. Same story. Second period element actually this. Oxygen and fluorine are what elements? Second period elements. These are what element? Third period elements. So here oxygen and sulfur. Sulfur has more than. Actually here are the order actually for this. Sulfur and selenium, then oxygen. Oxygen actually very small. Because 2 electrons have to add, no, that's why here some problem. Actually electronic affinity decrease I said, but this is not correct every time. Generally I said electronic affinity decrease, but this is the correct order. Sulfur, selenium, electronic affinity order is this. What is the reason? Optimum size. Oxygen have a very small size and 2 electron addition is difficult for oxygen. So this is the way actually, oxygen then tellurium like this. Okay, this is about electronic affinity. Electronic affinity top to bottom what happened? And why fluorine has a smaller electronic affinity? Because very small size, due to that electron repulsion takes place. But chlorine has optimum size. What is the reason? Due to its optimum size. Chlorine has what size? Optimum size. That's why chlorine has more electronic affinity than fluorine. Actually, fluorine must have more electronic affinity because of its smaller size, but it's having very small size. That is the problem. So fluorine can't have more electronic affinity. So please note it down all these things. And next class we will discuss about few more like electronegativity and valency, acidic character and basic character. Then this chapter also will complete. Thank you very much. Please practice all these things today's class, and today you will have assignment, and please write down properly by revising all these.